Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel now. Honestly, that was such a crazy game. I have literally no words, but yeah, today I'm back. It's nice to be back to doing these videos. I have missed doing these match reviews of the Premier League. I also have won 1-0. And yeah, obviously I'm back. I'm going to be talking about the game today. Please, obviously feel free to like this video and subscribe. Let me know what you make of the game. My initial thoughts, right, obviously the game just finished right a second, is relief. We've got 3 points. I do think it's worrying how bad we were today with our performance. I'm going to go into some more detail, but I just want to read out some questions first. Notice some of you in here said big up to the chat. Big up James Calafroy should be substituted in the second half and get Manuel Scallion. I'm going to come on California. I'm going to speak about that in a second. What was most stressful 5-4? That 1-0 was, we were hanging on, we really were. Big up to Ashik. I hope you're good. Good to see you in the chat. And you also say lucky win. Good to see you, Night _ fan. Big up the chat. Yeah. Now, first of all, I want to speak about the lineup because I was actually surprised that. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't think California would have started and Ben White would have started. In hindsight, in a way, it has worked out. California got us that goal, but I think we need to stick to Timber and Lewis Skelly. Lewis Skelly, the problem that I say is Lewis Skelly has his moments. I don't think Lewis Skelly should have had that yellow card. I think he got the ball there, but it's just today, it just was so bad from us. I'm just so shocked, and there's so much I want to say, and I'm just like, yeah, it's mad. I just want to wait till a few of you have just joined. Big up to everyone that is here at the moment. I really appreciate all of you that are watching. You cannot say that my 5-4 prediction yesterday was worse than what we got today. I mean, I thought they would score. I really did think. I didn't ever think going into this game it would be 1-0. I never thought we'd win this 1-0, but of course I'm happy we have won. I think for me, I think the first 3 weeks, especially, it's about getting the job done. Hold on, guys. I think I'm gonna give me a second. Yeah, it's about getting the job done, which is the most important thing, and I think that's what we've got to do. But I'm just right now, it's just the performance is not good enough, and I think that can be worrying in the long term. California today, I'm going to speak about him. I will do player ratings, guys, as well. California, I mean, I've said this, and I've said this to a lot of you, that I think he's great and he's a great attacking player, but I think defensively, I think he struggles. I think he had his moment. He was good in certain moments. I think a lot of these players are good in certain moments today, but generally not great. Yeah, California, I just think I think a lot of us are feeling this way, but we had to take him off because I think he was going to make some mistakes. He was on the yellow as well, so I think at that point you have to take him off. There was a penalty shout, guys, with Saliba. Do you guys think that was a penalty? From different angles, it looks like a penalty. It's hard to judge. I need to see it properly, but yeah, I just want to say big up to chat. Let me know your thoughts on the game. I will, of course, come back and answer any questions. I just want to give you my thoughts on the game as well. I did know going to this game that it wouldn't be a pretty performance because a lot of these teams that have played this weekend or that will play tomorrow as well. Me and Liverpool weren't great, were they? Got the job done, and they did much better than what we've been. But the first week isn't going to be pretty. It's going to be a bit ugly because these players are playing the game with each other. Our pre-season hasn't been great at all, if I'm being honest. I don't think we've been great other than the Athletic Club game. I'll be honest with you, there's so many things I want to talk about today. Gyokeres as well. I mean, I don't think Gyokeres is at fault for his performance today. There's only so much he can do. If players aren't going to make them passes forward to him, what can he do realistically in that situation? I think you see him on the left, you see him play everywhere. So I feel like for me it's really difficult for Gyokeres because he actually was putting good cross in the box. There was a moment in the first half of Gyokeres where he put a really good cross in the box. Martinelli tried to do like a scissor kick or something, but it just failed. So I do feel for Gyokeres today. I don't think he had the best game, but I don't think he had much service, so there's not much he can do. As a player, if you don't get much service, you can't do much really in that situation. Odegaard today, I've seen a lot of fans speak about Odegaard today, and I've seen what people have said on Twitter. Some people think he's had a great game, some people think he's been poor. I'm somewhere in the middle. I think he had good moments, and towards the end, he made a good pass to Saka. He had good moments, but there was a big moment in that first half for me, and it's his decision making that I think is a problem. I think he needs to know when to shoot, when to pass forward, and I do praise him for shooting sometimes because I do say to him he needs to be shooting more. But I think with that, I just feel like with Odegaard, I just wish he could make the right decisions a little bit more going forward. Don't think he had a bad game. I think we just need to give him time. Like with Odegaard, I'm not saying he was bad. I think he had good moments. He had bad moments. Like a lot of these players, I just think today wasn't great at all. Um, Big up to Nathan TV. Hey, would you like to do a during the stream? I can't do that today, but I'm sure we could do that some other time. But thank you for asking. Today we're boring as F. We are robotic. We look worse. Yeah, we didn't look great today. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, guys. We were bad. But I think on the other hand, you have to see it as this. Um, I know in the long run we might be worried about the performances. It might be something we have to worry about, but I think winning ugly is really important, and we did win today, and we played ugly football, and I think we have to. These are the games you might look back on the season at the end of the season and think, you know what, because we beat United, we've won the league. So these wins all add up in the long run. Big up Audi, big up South, happy with the win, but that was an ugly win. I don't like it when Arsenal play like a bottom table team. Yeah, we were shocking today, and I think the midfield really struggled. I think so many positions really struggled today, and it was just a really disappointing game today. I was just a bit surprised at how poor we were, to be honest with you, to be brutally honest with you guys. It wasn't a good performance for us today. But I think if you look at it in some ways, you got the win. I think we just have to see it in that way. Getting the win sometimes is the most important thing. So I am happy we've got the win. Alexander, good to see in the chat. Great to get that point, but not a lot to like about that. What kind of good teams will punish us? God, I'm not looking forward to playing Leeds. We've got Liverpool coming up. I'm just dreading it. If we play like that, we're gonna be in big trouble. The real problem will be if these kinds of forms like against Leeds, Brentford, Everton. Absolutely, we've got Leeds next as well, so I think that's going to be really tough for us. We are really looking not to concede. The fact is United look more dangerous than our attackers. Yeah, I think our attackers were really poor today. I'm not just going to say one player was poor. I think everyone in the attack was poor. Saka was trying, but he wasn't at the level that we're used to seeing him. He was very poor today. I think so many of these players were really poor today. I can't just say it was Martinelli. Martinelli wasn't great either, but Madueke wasn't great either. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to judge him straight away, but I just think that Martinelli, Madueke, they were very poor. Victor Hayes said that was a very ugly win. Performance was poor. Yeah, it was a really shocking performance. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't think we'd play great today, but I expect us to play a bit better than what we have done. I am shocked. I'm just so I'm relieved because we've won now, but I think we do have to speak about the performance because that is a big part of the game today. And yeah, it's crazy that we've won, but I think as I'm talking now, it's a big relief knowing that we've got the job done. I know at Old Trafford it's not an easy win, but we did fight. We fought to the end, and in a way, I'm grateful that we fought all the way to get those 3 points. But it really was an ugly win from us today, and yeah, that wasn't great at all from us. Big up to Audi, Odegaard, and sorry, Martinelli. Is that if that's Odegaard and Martinelli? No, Odegaard. Yeah. If that's anyway, I played really poorly in the first half, and I also saw how easy United's players got through our defence. We dropped deep, that didn't improve. Yeah, I think with Odegaard, it's an interesting one. I think he could have done a bit more. He could have gone into the game a bit more. As I mentioned, his decision making could be a bit faster. I think with Odegaard, I think in those split seconds where you either need to pass or you either need to shoot, he has to quickly make that decision. Sometimes you'll get it wrong, sometimes you get it right. But yeah, it's not a great game from us today at all, was it? Who was the best player in the game? I'd probably say Raya today. I think Raya did a really good job. I know there was one little moment in the first half where a situation happens where you gave the ball away a bit, but I think he definitely kept us in this game. He really did. So for me, Ryan definitely saved us in this game today. I don't know what we'd have done without him, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do agree with you that he's underappreciated, underrated. Yeah, he was so good, especially in the second half. They made some great chances. Of course, United were unlucky to, lose this game, but I think Ryan definitely helped us and really earned his clean sheet today. I'm obviously going to go into player ratings as well. Big up to chat as well. Big up to everyone that is here watching my video today. Of course, do make sure you are liking and subscribing to my channel, and comment down below, guys, your thoughts on the game, or if you want to ask me anything about the game, I'm happy to answer. I just have to read this out, guys. I would love to end the league now and was to win the league, but it's a long way. You gotta take it game by game and see how we get on. So player ratings time. Feel free, guys. You can send me in your player ratings as well for players, obviously the substitutes as well. I'm gonna I'll start with Raya. Raya to me definitely kept us in the game today. I think we didn't concede. He did good. He made some great saves. I'd probably give Raya an 8 today. Probably an 8. I think he did a decent job. I don't think he did much wrong, to be honest with you. I know we were quite shaky at the back today. I know that's not all on him. I know defensively I'm going to speak with them players. But yeah, I think at the back we were quite shaky. But I think he got a clean sheet. He made some great saves that kept us in the game. So we got the job done. So obviously I'm happy about that. Now, with the back four, it's interesting. Like I said, I was surprised Arteta changed this. I do not know why Arteta changed the back four. Lewis Skelly is an interesting one. I kind of get maybe that one because Lewis Skelly is young, he's developing, he can have a few mistakes in him, but why didn't Timber start for me? And no, I don't get this at all. Like, Ben White is a good player, but Timber for me has earned his right to be in that starting lineup. So I was very surprised that he wasn't in. Let's talk about Ben White. Ben White had good moments. He had bad moments. There's a moment I think of in the second half. I think he just maybe did he have the pace to catch up with the player. United player won the ball and was running so fast and he couldn't catch up. And I think Timber and Ben White are very different players. I think Timber is more defensively better than Ben White. Ben White's probably more better going forward, but I would have liked to see Timber play. Ben White, obviously good to see that Ben White's fit and he's getting back to where he used to be, but I just think I'd give him a 6. It wasn't his best performance, Ben White, but I know he's had injuries, he's coming back, and I think he has room for improvement. I'll go on Calafiori now. Calafiori for me, obviously got us that winning goal, which I'm grateful for. I think in the first half he wasn't too bad, but I think he became, I don't know if liability would be the right word, but he became that sort of player where you were worried if you would make a mistake or get caught out. As I know Ben White and him play quite high up the pitch, and that was definitely going to cause problems for United. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't think it was our best performance today by a stretch. I think Calafiori was probably Calafiori 6.5 because he got the goal for us, but I think defensively he could do a bit better. Now, our centre-back partnerships, again, we were quite shaky at the back. I don't think it was Saliba's best game, if I'm being honest with you guys. I don't think he was bad, but I think, there's that penalty incident where that could have cost us. I think we were quite lucky to get away with that. I'd probably give Saliba maybe 6 today. I don't think it was his best performance. I thought Gabriel was probably the better out of them both. So probably Gabriel 7, but it's tough. We got the job done. I am grateful we got the job done, but I don't think it was a good performance from us at all. I think we're just lucky to get away with it. Like, I think if you're an Arsenal fan now, just be happy we've got the 3 points and we've won this one. Big up to the chat. I just want to go through your questions right now. Madueke give us. I did miss Trossard. Do you know what I will say to you guys? I did actually miss Trossard today. I just felt like we needed him a bit in this game. So yeah, he was a big loss. Big up to Josh. These type of performances don't surprise me as the games that albeit luck will be Sunderland, Burnley, Everton. Yeah, I do think we'll really struggle in those games. I do think that'll be a big problem for us. So I hope we can find a way to get through those games. I really do, because I think we are going to really struggle. I really do. So I think we just have to hope that things we start picking things up a little bit, but I do think we have a long way to go. It's the first game. Ben White, yeah, I think Ben White is definitely a second choice. I think Timber's really shown that he is our number one today. Today we were lucky. I think we were fatigued. I do agree with you. It's the first game. I think it's going to take a bit of time for these players to gel and sink in. But United definitely were great today. I think in pre-season it's really showing now that we really struggled, and we got away with it for a while. But for now, we can't get away with it, and it was just so bad today. I can't believe how bad we were. It was shocking. It really was. Be up to Alexander Dove. Really like White's overlapping play of Saka in the past. The fact that though much would rather see Timber's nice to have the depth. It definitely is. It's not, it's definitely a good thing to have depth. I'm not saying Timber should start every game, but I think this was a game I think Ben White found a bit difficult in moments, and especially with their new signings, they're going to be on fire. So I think we struggled a bit. Now let me obviously go on to the midfield. That wasn't great, to be honest with you, from us. I'll start with Rice. Rice was okay today. I don't think it was his best game, to be honest with you. He had, as like a lot of these players have had good moments in the attack as well. As I said, I think he could have done a lot better in this game, but like I said, he wasn't awful. He wasn't like terrible, but I'd probably give him a 6 today. I don't think he was definitely stood out to me enough, Declan Rice, but he was obviously on the corners of free kicks and he gave that a good go, which I do appreciate. And whenever he had a shot, he did give it a go. So I think he'll definitely get better as time goes on. Zubimendi, I think it's his first game in the Premier League. I'm going to give him time. I think we need to understand it's, a different league to him and it will take him time. He's been obviously really good in pre-season, but I think he struggled today. I do think Zubimendi struggled in moments today. I think he lost the ball quite a lot. So I think for me, that's something that he'll have to learn on. I'd probably give him a 6 as well. I don't think he was great today, but I think he's definitely learning and it's going to take him a bit of time to develop and get into the game a bit. Big up James. Gyokeres immediately. Odegaard's having a stinking I do think Odegaard needs competition. I can never argue that. He definitely needs competition. I think all the players on the pitch, they don't have competition, needs competition, absolutely. So I do completely agree with that there. Big up. Big up to Panacho, big up Sophie. Delighted for the win. No matter how scrappy, that was a good defensive performance, especially the last third. Plus, yeah, Rye was great today. I think I can't fault Rye. He really did a good job today, and I can't deny that. I just think in this game we hold on, and that's what we need to be grateful for. And I do feel happy that we did hold on to the end. And for me at the moment, it's more like relief that we've got the job done. Like I'm just relieved we got those 3 points. Like that is the most important thing for me, and I'm obviously really grateful for that. So, yeah, I think at the moment I just feel relief. I'm relieved that we've done it. I'm relieved that we've got the job done, and that's obviously for me what counts to me the most. Now let me talk about the front three. I'll go with Saka. So for me, Saka is a tough one with Saka because I think he was trying to make things happen, but I think it just wasn't his usual standards of performance that we've seen with him. I don't think he was particularly great today. I'd probably give Saka a 6, 5.5. I'd give him a 6 possibly. I think you could see Saka was trying to do things like put crosses in the box or trying to make things happen, but ultimately that just didn't work for us. And I know we can speak on Martinelli and other players to do great, but Saka definitely needs to do better as well. So, yeah, Saka needed to get in the game a bit more, I felt, for him. A few players, let's go to this one. A few players had a quiet one today, but they're lovely sons. United played well. Yeah, United did play well today. You have to give them credit because we were bad, but I do think we have to improve and learn our lessons going forward. Absolutely. Rye should remain in the box. Is scary when he steps up. Rye was great today. Really, I think he's definitely the player that stood out to me today. So yeah, Saka for me, I'd give a 6. He wasn't awful, but I think he was great, good enough for me, good enough for his standards. Big up to Lavin J. Hay. So we're lucky to able to got the 3 points. Yeah, the 3 points are the most important things. That I think you have to win, sometimes playing ugly and getting those 3 points. And obviously we'll lose sometimes. We won't always have luck. So our luck will ride out eventually, but obviously for the meantime, I'm just grateful we've got those 3 points. Like it's relief because, as you said, towards the end of the season, these are the points that matters. This is what matters for me. So yeah, it's a big relief for me knowing that we've got the 3 points. Like I do feel it's stressful talking about it, but I'm happy we won. I really am happy we got the job done. So yeah, really happy for the team. Big up to Josh. I've been saying this for a long time. The biggest issue isn't necessarily like a striker. The main issue is the ability to generate high volume of chances. Yeah, I think as well. I'm going to obviously go on to Gyokeres now as well, but people can judge Gyokeres all they want. But at the end of the day, you can't create much if your midfield isn't going to help, or if a player like an Odegaard isn't going to pass to you. So I think Gyokeres isn't at fault too much. I think people are being quite harsh on him. I think you need service. You can't just do it all on your own. So I think that was quite harsh for people to judge him on that. Big up to chat, and there's about 10 of you in here, so big up to everyone that's here right now. Please obviously let me know what your thoughts are on the game. I'll bring up your questions, your thoughts, and please make sure you're liking this video, guys. And there's about 11 of you in here, so please do make sure you're liking and subscribing as well. And I hope you all do enjoy my video today. I'll probably be on here for an hour today, hour and a half around that time. So yeah, it'd be good to chat with you guys today. Big up to Ron. Arsenal should be proud of their defensive display. Warriors, unfortunately, the same issues going forward. Too much weight on the shoulders of Saka. Pants down the left. Odegaard continues to struggle. I think you make some great points there, Ron. So big up to you. Yeah, I think Saka on the right again. It's you rely on him to get stuff done on the left. Again, it's just the same old stuff that we've all been saying, like, throughout, pre-season, what we've been saying last season. This is all the same stuff, and I think we're pretty tired of saying it now, but as you mentioned as well, there's a lot of pressure on Saka, but Saka can do better, and it's his first game, so I think we should just be patient. Martinelli wasn't great either. I'm going to obviously do the ratings of the attackers now. Odegaard, it's just Odegaard's decision making that I do have my worries about, to be honest with you. I think a lot of players weren't good today, to be honest with you, but as you mentioned, defensively, it was a good display. And then we had our moments, but I think we could be proud of how good we did defensively. Big up to Josh. I hope you're good. The points that matter against Fulham, Everton, West Ham, not necessarily the big teams. Yeah, I think Fulham's always been that team for us where we really struggle, and I know West Ham. I think West Ham are going through a tough period, and I feel like it would be a very us thing to lose to them or to draw to them. So we really have to make sure winning against those teams, as you mentioned. I don't actually have much concern about us playing the top teams, like obviously, like a Liverpool, Man City. I know that'll be tough, I've no doubt about that, but I think you make a great point. I think it's going to be really tough when we play up against them, because we have actually struggled to get points of them recently in the past, so that could be a big problem. I'll come back to you guys' question in a minute. I'm going to give player ratings now. Obviously, I've done most of them. Martinelli, for me, it's just the same, I hate saying this, I'm sick of saying it, but it's the same things we've seen from him recently, and there's not much else I can say other than the fact he gave things a go. He did shoot at times. There was a great chance to me, which I think he really should have scored on, and it was when Gyokeres put a great cross in the box, and Martinelli was there, and he tried to, I think it was like a bicycle kick, and I thought to myself, you could have done better with that opportunity. I just feel like Martinelli is lacking that clinical edge. He wasn't awful. I can't say Martinelli was awful today. I think defensively he worked hard. Like he wasn't awful. I think a lot of these players will get a 5.5 or 6 because they were definitely above average, but they weren't good enough at the standards that we need them to be at. So I'd probably give Martinelli like 5.5 or 6. I think it wasn't awful from him, but we need to see better. Saka was overwhelmed. He was doubled up. That's always the case though. Saka is always doubled up though, isn't he? I think we do say this a lot, but there's a lot of truth in it. We see this all season, and we see this quite a lot. And I think that might be a bit of a problem for him. And we are, as Ron said, there's a lot of pressure on him. We are relying on him really to do that. Big up to the chat. I'm just going through your comments now. Gyokeres was physically strong. He held the ball well at times. Ran the channel as well. Just couldn't get a specific goal for various reasons. That's it. He'll get better the whole of the team. I do think people are being a bit overreacting about his performance. It wasn't great. I'm not going to say he was great today, but I do feel as though people being a bit harsh on him. And I feel as though, he just needs time, as you said, time to adapt, time to get used to this team again. So I do think people are being a bit unfair, like the criticism is a little bit harsh on him. So yeah, I do think in time he's going to become a great player. I do agree with you there. Gyokeres barely got any service, so I don't think that we should be criticising it once again. We've learned to adapt to Gyokeres, absolutely. Odegaard played well today, continued his form from the pre-season. Sharp was good, as good as anyone. Yeah, he wasn't the worst in the attack. The only thing I have to question about him is just his decision making. There's times where he just has to make those better decisions when he's going forward. But yeah, because there's times I felt with Odegaard today where he shot and he should have passed, or he had those moments where I think he could have done a bit better. I just feel a bit like I want Odegaard to succeed massively. I'm really rooting for him, but I just think that there's a lot of pressure on Odegaard this season to do a lot better, and rightly so, because we do have a lot of standards for him. We expect highly of him, but it's just a real tough situation for me for Odegaard. Hi, so congratulations to you and everyone and me. I love when we beat Man United. Yeah, it feels good. Big up to AMW football. It does feel good, even though we played ugly today. We didn't play great today. I think getting that win feels amazing, doesn't it? So that's the most important thing for me. This is why Sesko didn't want to join us. Arteta love for Kai is disturbingly insane. I'm going to be real with you guys, I was actually surprised that Arteta took Gyokeres off. I was thinking maybe Havertz and Gyokeres would play together. I would have liked that, maybe them to play a bit more. I think Arteta should have thrown the attackers on. But yeah, I think it wasn't great today. Gyokeres, I will go on to Gyokeres ratings now as well. This is why Sesko didn't want to join us, or Arteta for Kai. Yeah, I think I just read that, sorry. But yeah, I think for me today, it's Gyokeres, as I said. I think Panache made a really good point about his hold-up play. He's physically strong. He showed great aspects to his game, but I think he was let down by the team today. I think he was let down by the players not giving him much service, and I think that is something we have to work on massively. So obviously I can't give Gyokeres a high rating because he probably didn't do enough today, but I just think he needs more time, so probably give him a 6 as well. I think it just wasn't great today at all. It was very poor performance from us today. Now I'm going to go on to speak about the players he brought on. So I'll start with Madueke because I just want to get that one over and done with. I saw him come on. I thought, you know what, I'm happy to see this change. And then I watched him, and I think Madueke was really poor today as well. As I said, I want to give players the benefit of the doubt. It's the first game of the season. They're not going to play perfect. They're not going to play great, are they? They're getting used to playing with each other. It's a new team, so I'm not going to expect too much, but I'm going to give him a 5. I think he was poor today. I don't think he was good at all. So obviously I can't give Madueke a high rating, to be honest with you guys. I think he was quite poor today. Obviously we did see Lewis Skelly come on, and we saw Timber come on. Timber for me I don't know if you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys will have saw it, but he had a moment of skill, and I thought to myself, that was just incredible. I've missed watching Timber play. He's a great player. I think he should be playing as our number 1, and yeah, I think he just did a solid job defensively when he came on, and I'd probably give him a 7. I couldn't ask much more from him. I think he was good today, but as I said, I think it was a surprise that Arteta didn't really play him. I thought Arteta should have played him, and yeah, it was a surprise to me that he didn't start. So yeah, he did good. Obviously Lewis Skelly, I think this is a big game for Lewis Skelly to come in playing Old Trafford. It's a big atmosphere as well, but I think he wasn't too bad either. And then we had the yellow card. I think that was a bit of a harsh decision for the referee, to be completely honest with you guys, but he was another player that I didn't think was too bad either. I'd probably give him a 6. I think he, was a little bit shaky at times. Do you guys think who else came on? Let me just check, guys. Obviously, big up to the chat. It's good to see all of you guys in here today. And of course, I have missed, chatting with you guys. If you guys have any questions, do send them in. I just want to have a look at the substitutes actually quickly, just to see But of course, guys, please do make sure you're smashing likes to me, and please do subscribe here as well if you're new around here, as that'll help my channel out very much. So yeah, obviously we saw Marino. Marino came on for like 8 minutes. I can't give him I can't judge him. I'd probably just give him a 5. Yeah, Havertz, forgot about Havertz. Havertz, for me, I don't think I could say too much about him, because I'd probably give him a 5 or a 6. Probably 5. Even Havertz did enough for me to give him a good rating. Yeah, I think Serie wasn't bad. It wasn't his best performance, but I think we just need to find a way to get the ball up to Gyokeres and really help Gyokeres, and find a way to play really good football with Gyokeres in the team. But naturally, the thing is, today was a very high pressure game for them players. They can't afford to play bad and lose today, and I think it showed in the performance. The attack to come away with a win was big. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't mind how we won today. I think winning is the most important thing, especially when the season starts. You have to get those wins. So, of course, I'm happy we've got the job done. So yeah, I think for me that's what I'm happy about. As you said, defensively we're great. I think we have a lot to learn. Leeds is going to be completely different. We have to prepare ourselves for that game. That's going to be really tough. So I do think we have to prepare ourselves that game is going to be different. I do think we struggle with those sort of teams in the low block, so we have to do a lot better for me, and of course I hope we can improve for that game. But yeah, we are going to have to see how we'll get on. But yeah, right now as an Arsenal fan, I think it's just relief knowing that we've got the job done, to be honest with you. We can all breathe now. Obviously, I do feel bad for the United fan in the chat, because you guys are a lot better. I'm starting to be patient with the Chuckle Brothers in goal. Yeah, I completely forgot. I literally completely forgot about the goalkeeper situation. But yeah, I'm just happy I got the job done. California was on the best today, and just not for scoring. Was solid where he needed to be. What rating did you give him? I think I gave him a 6.5, 7. I think I gave him 6.5. I think he was good, but I think there was moments, I guess, in that second half where I wanted him to come off, because I felt like a mistake was coming. But yeah, I do think for him, he's had injuries. I think it was a good performance for him. So yeah. No, I don't feel bad for United. I feel bad for this fan, because he seems like a good guy, or good person, with your guy or girl. You should get really that ship has sailed Martinez, guys. That really has. I thought Martinez would be going to United. I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised he's not there yet. I hope he can go to you guys, because that is done with Arsenal. He is not going to us for sure. I hope he can go to United. You beat the scum, nothing else important. Big up to Kevin. I'm just relieved. It's the feeling that I have is just relief right now. And it's just knowing that we've got the job done. That's just like the biggest relief for me. And yeah, nothing else matters now. I think as fans, it's just the long-term problems. We're going to have a lot of problems. You've got Leeds next. That's going to be a really tough game. Obviously now we just enjoy this win, but I think we have to look ahead as well and think we do have to perform a lot better if we want to beat those teams as well. Good to see you, Cal. Hope you're good. Not convincing, in my opinion. A lot to work on, but I've got a job done, which matters, especially at Old Trafford. Absolutely, I think at this stage, getting the job done for me is the most important thing. But I do have my worries that wasn't a good performance today. Big up to the chat. I'm just going to go through your comments now. Big up to all of you guys. I have a question for you guys as well that's watching. What back four would you guys go with for the game next week? Would you want to see Calafiori start? Would you want to see Timber, Ben White? Who do you want to see? Because I want to know what you guys think at the moment. Big up to Daz. I've not seen you here, so big up to yourself. I hope you're good. Hi. Why was Odegaard talking at half time? There's this weird thing for me that why it was a halftime interview. Why is Sky doing halftime talks? It's just ridiculous for me. I don't agree with that. California was good. Right well. Gyokeres had bright spots, but didn't get much supply. Exactly. There's not much he could do really. California, Gabriel Silva, Timber. Yeah, Timber has to start for me next week. I would go with that. I think the back four wasn't completely steady for me. What's up, Sophie? My God, we need Eze a left back and left wing, and Martinelli was not good. Yeah. I think I rated him on 9. I think I gave him a 6 today or 5.5. He wasn't great. Also was on a yellow, safe for him to come off. Yeah, I think he had to come off because I don't think as fans we can cope with the stress of him getting sent off because it's the first game of the season. California will be an important player for us this season, and I think he's got a big season ahead for us. So he had to get it right today, and Arteta made some good subs. Be up to AWSC fan underscore to smash the like and subscribe. Thank you so much for your support again. And of course, guys, please do make sure you're liking and subscribing. Like I said, I'll be on here for an hour today. And yeah, feel free to obviously ask me any questions. I don't actually know what I would give for Arteta as like a rating today. I think it's I don't think we played the best football today. I do think that's a bit down to him. It's a tough one. Arteta, I don't think Arteta did great today. I think he made some mistakes. I probably got Arteta 6. He makes some good changes. I do appreciate he took some players on the 55th minute, which was early for him, but we just have to do better for me. So I think Arteta had to do a bit better. Big up to Moogs, Maddie, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Big up Sophie, that was one of the worst performances I've seen in Arsenal. Wow, yeah, absolutely, I completely agree. But I wonder, oh my goodness, we need to improve as a team. Yeah, I obviously agree with that. That was a really bad performance. Like, it was just, I've not really seen us perform that bad for a while. Like that, as you said, that was quite shocking, that performance, and we have to do a lot better if we wanna win league, want to be more consistent. We have to do a lot better in that. So yeah, I completely agree with you there. Like and subscribe. He says thank you so much, and of course, guys, make sure you like and subscribing as well. Yeah, that game, it's like it's just a relief now knowing we've got a job done. Like, it wasn't good from us today. It was below what we should be performing. Like, United were great. I'm not going to take anything away from them, but we were generally awful. If you're against a clinical team, they're going to punish you, and we got lucky today. We did get away with that, absolutely. So yeah, I am grateful that we got away with that. We can relax now, guys. We can enjoy our evening, knowing that we got the job done as Arsenal fans. But it's going to be a long season. I can feel it already. Daz, what's your rate? The referee didn't do great again today. It's another shocker from him. A 5. I'd give the referee a 5. The referee at times was okay, but then other times was pretty bad. So yeah, I think I'll be brutally honest with you guys. There was an angle that was shown on TV, and it was of the Saliba situation, and it looked like a penalty to United. It didn't look like he got the ball. I obviously have not seen many other angles, so if I do see other angles, it might give me more of a opinion. But I think we got away with that. I think the referee was poor. So I don't think there was Scully. She got a yellow. Yeah, I don't think the referee had a great game today, if I'm being honest, but I do see United did go down quite easily in their penalty area, and they're rooting for something to go their way. So I'm happy nothing went their way, but I was worried it was going to end that way in the game. Timber in for me too, although White did well at times. Would love to see Timber start. Yeah, I do feel as though Timber should definitely start. I think Ben White is good. I think he could work on his pace a little bit. I think there's moments of his game he could work on, but as we said, he wasn't. For someone that's not played for a while, I think he did a pretty decent job today. So, yeah, I think Tim is my guy. Tim is the one I always want to see, but of course, it wasn't a bad performance, really. I think he could have done a bit better at times. He got cut out at times. I think for today, it's okay, but I think when you're up against Liverpool, which we face them soon, that's going to be a big problem. So, for today, we can relax, but we have to long-term work on solutions to be better, because today was not good enough at all for our standards. If we're being honest, our pre-season hasn't been great anyway, but we have to do a lot better than this. And yeah, I think, as I said, and I completely agree with you guys, the 3 points is what matters. And overall, I'm not going to complain. I mean, if we'd drawn, I'd be disappointed. So getting over that line is important, and this might matter at the end of the season. So I hope it does. I'm just relieved it's done, and yeah, we've got those 3 points. Beat Panache. Just relieved the referee and the VR team didn't give anything bad against us. There are some nerve-wracking moments. I agree with that. And also, guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but where did them 6 minutes come from in that game? I was looking and I thought to myself, like, I think there'd be 2 or 3 minutes, 2 to 4 minutes. I saw 6 and I was like, what the hell? Like, where did those 6 minutes come from, guys? I was like, they want United to score at this point. I was so baffled by that. I was a bit confused as well because I have no idea where that came from. But we got over that line, guys. We did it. For me, that is the most important thing. I'm just relieved. We can breathe, guys. But yeah, those 6 minutes were like the worst 6 minutes of our life. That went on forever. I could not relax at that point. That was so stressful. No idea. Yeah, that I was really surprised at that. There wasn't enough for me to give that a big amount of time. Don't get me wrong, I did think there'd be extra time, maybe 4 minutes, I guess, because it's a big game. I don't think there was much. Players went down at times, but I never thought there'd have been a lot of minutes added on. And when I saw that, I was like, "What the heck? That is ridiculous." But we got the job done, guys. We can relax and be happy knowing that we got those 3 points. And obviously, yeah, the league is definitely back, and I have missed it. I've not missed the stress there of Arsenal, but I'm happy the league is back. It's been stressful to watch Arsenal. Obviously we've got a big game in Leeds as well coming up, so that will be a game where you can't afford to play like that. And obviously we've got got to go to Anfield on the 31st. I'm not looking forward to these games, guys. I'm really not. I think it's going to be so tough playing in these games, but we just have to put this one behind us. We got the win, but we have to perform a lot better if we want to have a chance of winning the league or have a chance of winning something serious this season. So hope we do that. Obviously, guys, do send any questions you want me to answer. I'll be on here for another 20 minutes, so feel free to send anything you want me to go through. I'm just going to quickly get a drink, but I will be back in a minute. And yeah, obviously feel free to send me anything. I'll be back in 2 secs. Hey guys, I'm back. Thank you all for being patient and waiting. I think there's obviously a lot to talk about as well. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to send them in. I do feel it's crazy because I'm looking as well on social media and so many people have different opinions, especially on Odegaard's performance. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I think he had good moments, he had bad moments, but I think his decision making was quite poor. But I think it's crazy how we can watch the same game of football and we could all have different opinions on Odegaard. I think that is pretty crazy, but I think he could have done a bit better today, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. Obviously, I've gave him a ratings. I think a lot of them are about 5 or 6. 6 today. I think it wasn't awful, but there were good moments. Just we needed to be a bit more of a team. I think the midfield was a big problem today. I think as a team, we needed to. I look at Gyokeres. I think he needs more passes going forward. I think Odegaard needs to be better at his decision making. It's those split seconds that matter the most in football, and he has to do better at that. Big up Josh. United always did 30 time nonsense. Where did that 6 minutes come from? Yeah, I saw that. I thought, what the hell? Like I said, I thought there'd be maybe 2 to 4 minutes because I think there wasn't too much, but there was enough for it to be a few minutes. But I saw 6, and I was like, that is a joke. I genuinely thought they were going to equalise. Obviously, my score prediction was wrong. I did say 2-1 Arsenal or 1-1. I do think they would have scored today, we'll be honest, but I think Raya had an incredible game. Raya made some incredible saves today that he should be very proud of, and like I said, I think he did pretty good today with his performance, and he should definitely be really proud of that. And yeah, I think for me, it's just really interesting to see how we've gotten through it. 3 points, I think we can all relax. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I mean, there's always drama in United and Arsenal that game, so I think they probably wanted a bit of a bit of drama, didn't they? So, yeah, I'm not too surprised. There's always drama in these games. I mean, when the United and Arsenal game does always get overhyped, but yeah, I do think this is a big problem of performances for sure. California's actually spoken out about the game. He says it's not easy to play every game. Hopefully, I'm going to play a lot, but if not there, there's another teammate who can be even better than me. I would love to see California have a really fit season. I would love to see him play a lot of football. So I do genuinely hope California does stay fit for maybe 70% of the season. I don't expect California to play every game, but he's got a lot of potential, and I hope that he can reach that potential. Ryan made 2 excellent saves from Kuna and Bremo. Yeah, them two were lethal up front. They were really great in the attack. They were fast and fearless, and I think Ryan definitely stepped in when he needed to, and he had a great performance today. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with how Ryan did today. I think he did incredible. I think he did a really decent job. So, yeah, of course, I'm really happy with how Ryan did today. I think he did a really solid job today for me, and I think, like a lot of us, I think we can be happy with how he did today. I think it's encouraging because even though a lot of the teammates were quite poor today, he did stand out as. I think I'd probably give him the player of the match today because he got a clean sheet. He stood up and he stepped up when he needed to, and that's what we need to see from him. So for me, I'm happy that we've got to know that line. We've got the job done today. I know things will catch up on us if we keep playing like this. We will end up losing. We will go through those times where we won't win. But yeah, I think it's a lesson learned today for us to do a lot better than what we have done. Kuna and Bremo were excellent for them. Yeah, they're great purchases. They were great today. I think they made it really difficult for us. But of course, for me, getting the win is the most important thing. So we just got to see it as that. But I think we have to learn a few things from this game. I think it wasn't tough. It was tough. I think we just have to find a way to get through this. But every game's different. We'll have different twists and turns. But Leeds next, and I'm a bit nervous now after how we played today. But like I said, getting the point is the most important thing. But of course, we can relax now, guys. We can enjoy your evening, day, wherever you're in this world, knowing that we've got the job done. If you guys have any other questions before I do wrap the show up in about 5 minutes' time, do send them in. It's just nice knowing we've got the win. I still feel a bit stressed from the game, guys, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, but of course we can relax knowing that we've got the 3 points. That is the most important thing for me. I think it's at home. Let me just check. Let me just check if it was at home. I'm pretty sure. I hope we're at home. I think we need to be. Yeah, so basically our next few games, so we have Leeds at home, and then we're away at Anfield, and then we're at home to Nottingham Forest, and then we have Man City at home. So obviously we've got a very tough few games coming up, but I think the most important thing is just getting the win in these games, in these first few games especially. Getting over that line is the most important thing. United were arguing the best, but still lost. Let's take it positive. Yeah, I think we have to take it positive. Defensively, we put in a great performance, so I think we did ourselves proud in that sense. I wish we signed Kuna. He would have made a difference. Yeah, I do wish that. I was looking at him and I thought I'd love him in my team. I think he would have been a great signing for Arsenal. So, yeah, I can't argue that at all. If we played the way against these, we can be angry. Yeah, I think that'll really cause us problems. I think, like you said before, I think it was you, Josh, that we do struggle with these low block teams, and it's a really tough situation to go from, and we just have to find a way to get past that. But yeah, that is going to be another test, that game coming up as well. So hopefully we'll get the job done, guys. But yeah, I possibly will be back tomorrow to chat a bit about the game again and get your thoughts. I think it's just there's always so much to talk about, isn't there? Really, I think we have to give that a chance. But yeah, I can relax. We got the job done. It wasn't our best performance, but we need to do a lot better. I think we all know that ourselves. But big up to chat. I will be ending this in a minute or two. But obviously, thank you all for watching my show today. It's been great to do this. I've really enjoyed chatting with those that have watched this. Obviously, we've got Leeds next, so we'll be doing content throughout the week. I'm back tomorrow. I'm doing a video of someone about Arsenal women, and I will be doing like a preview in the midweek. I will also be doing the content. The window's still open, so I hope this has woken up Arsenal to realise I need to make some more signings. So I'll be doing that as well. I'll be still doing content as well. Big up to James. We really like fitness. Leeds should be the game that gets us going. Hopefully that'll be the game that gets us going. To be honest, going to Old Trafford's always tough, so we did that and we got that done. But thank you all for watching, guys. I will be back tomorrow. I do really appreciate everyone that's been watching my show today. It's been lovely to chat with all of you. These 50 minutes have gone so quick. But yeah, thank you all for tuning into my show today. I'm happy the Premier League's back. I'm looking forward to doing more preview reviews for the whole season. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do make sure you're liking, subscribing as well to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Take care, everyone. I'll speak to you soon. Up to Josh. I'll see you all soon. Thank you, everyone, for your support today. And yeah, take care.